The goal here is to basically kick people out and filter down to a decent sized group of potential candidates. What we are looking for here is we're going to send them a handful of questions, and typically it's a mix of practical and personal questions. So, on the practical side, we want to start to filter out people who are don't have the experience, don't know what what they're talking about really in terms of the work that's going to be done. So think back to those things that you listed as day-to-day work and what the actual pieces of the job would look like, what their responsibilities would be, and quiz them about it. A good uh, corollary for us is we're talking about SEO, and we hire SEO people. So in the initial quiz, we want to ask them questions about how do what are the most important things to do when optimizing a page? How do you feel about Google's last algorithm update? Some of them are going to be kind of question based. Some are going to be more like free response or that require critical thinking. But we're just trying to get some of those like tripwires to figure out whether or not this person actually knows what they're talking about and has that basic level of knowledge about the topic that they are going to be working on. Also, ask some personal questions as well. Things like what hours do you want? What's important to you in a job? We might have other questions like around salary, different things like that, just so that we can figure out if we're even in the same ballpark, right? If we're compatible potentially with these folks. It doesn't have to be exceptionally long, but you want to do some, a couple of those, and ideally as many as possible, type of questions that you do not want this type of person, and so you want to kind of lead them there, but not make it extremely obvious about what you're asking, and in terms of that it'll lead to are you a hard worker? Yes, people are going to say yes all across the board, but you can ask these other things like how you would solve a problem and things like that, and think about your best employees or even your own characteristics, what you feel like separates you from someone else, another competitor, and add those type of screener questions